the Interstate Battery, World Gin, TAS Construction, Rodden Remodeling, Buick Regal. Would you give a nice round of applause to Glenn Riley? Starting next to him, he is a feature event winner and has had a great 1996 season. The Bigelow Electric, Turnpike Auto Centers, Levier Auto Recyclers, Whiteway Uniforms, Super Kmart Department Stores, Monte Carlo. From Berlin, Connecticut, would you welcome John Waterhouse?
We move now to the inside of the second row, and this young man is our point leader coming into tonight's action. From Springfield, he drives the Wizard Auto Body, Corby's Auto Service, Central Chevrolet machine. It's Patrick Townsend. And right along's Patrick from Waterbury, Connecticut. He's aboard the Rookie Sports Bar and Grill, SCR Fabrication number 0. It's Jim Summer.
Scheduled to start next will be car number 25. Out of Southington, Connecticut, it's the E&G Machine-sponsored Camaro. Would you give a nice round of applause to the number 25 for Billy Ryman? Next, we go to the car that was nicknamed by the kids here at Riverside Park Speedway as the Flintstone Flyer. The Connecticut Coyotes, Bob's Equipment, Valley Auto Machine, Monte Carlo. From Shelton, Connecticut, car number 48 for Patrick Crenchman.
On the inside of our fourth row, it will be car number 1 for a feature event winner. He's aboard the East Coast Racing Engines, Leone Financial Services, Malibu. From Southington, Connecticut, it's Dennis Charette. And with him, driving car number 77, rookie contender from Amherst, Massachusetts. He drives the old Amherst Ale House, Dove Limousine, Lemelin Overhead Door Regal. It's Jonathan Yorga.
Another very talented driver will be starting in the next spot, driving car number 10. The Ground Control Lawn Care, Perry Payton Supply, A1 Auto Machine, Camaro. From Ludlow, Massachusetts, car number 10 for Mike Salman. Rookie contender, and he's already got a feature event win to his credit. From Agawam, Massachusetts, he'll be driving the Serret Ford Performance Off-Road Buick Regal. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome car number 2 for Scott Siak.
Starting 11th in the field will be car 21, the driver from Broadbrook, Connecticut. He's aboard the Sophia's Italian Restaurant, KC Heating, Burnside Hardware Cutlass. It's Keith Miller. And alongside Keith in the number 88 machine from North Haven, Connecticut, he chauffeurs the Bob's Automatic Transmission, North Haven CarQuest, Aces Used Auto Parts, Monte Carlo. It's Scott Nellimer.
R&D Logging, Performance of Pete, Northern Fabrication brings us car number 19. 2 feature event wins to his credit. From Canton Center, Connecticut, would you welcome Rick Levitt? And for those of you ladies in attendance, this is one of our many successful female drivers. She's also visited Victory Lane, the Paint Plus 2, Delina Auto Parts, Gallo Automotive Camaro. From Bristol, Connecticut, car number 76 for Chris Valerio.
Starting 15th in our field last Saturday night as a rookie, he picked up his first ever win in this division. He drives the number 68. From Feeding Hills, Massachusetts, the West Springfield Auto Parts, John's Trucking, Action Fire Restoration Cutlass for Mark Anderson. And right alongside Mark, it will be the number 31 machine. The driver from Suffield, Connecticut, in the Performance Off-Road Monte Carlo, it's Herb Carlon.
He is one of the other 17 different drivers that have visited Victory Lane in 1996. The Levier's Auto Recycling, Engine Dynamics, Colton Racing, number 37. From Somers, Connecticut, would you welcome George Colton? Outside of him, another very aggressive runner in our strictly stock division. The Specialties Farm, Levier's Auto Recycling, Donfrio Landscaping, number 3. From Middletown for Joe Kokoska.
Starting next in our field, he's aboard the number 66 machine. From Farmington, Connecticut, it's the Carl's Custom Auto, General Communication, Cap City, Malibu, for Ed Charette. And right alongside Ed, it will be car number 23Z. The driver from right here in town in Southampton, Massachusetts, the Mechanical Plastics Reds Auto Body Machine for Paul Mercadante.
Next we go to the H&H Transmission, Sakua Landscaping, R&R Auto Parts, Target Advertising, Buick Regal. From Wallingford, Connecticut, car number 5X for Brian Hurd. And next, another one of our strong contingent of female drivers. She has been to Victory Lane once already in 1996. She's extremely popular in this class, the Dino Seafood, Chuck and Eddie's Presto's Print, Pinto Racing School, number 14 for Rosie Hall out of Berlin, Connecticut.
Starting 23rd in our field will be car 47 from Canton, Connecticut, the pipeline tapping service, Berkshire Automotive Eagle for Bob Baer.
And then we go to car number 7. From Plainville, Connecticut, the East Coast Sheet Metal Four Seasons Power Equipment, Mark's General Rods and Engines, Monte Carlo. From Plainville, car number 7 for Scott Briganti. And starting in the scratch position. From Torrington, Connecticut, the Carl's Custom Auto, Douglas Technical Services, Big City Signs. Number 69, Connecticut, would you welcome Tony Kilty? There you have it. The drivers will be strapping into their automobiles. The Pontiac Excitement Machine, provided by Tom Scranton. Scranton Motors Pontiac, is at the front of the field. Advanced Towing Company and have next Monday from Scranton Motors Pontiac will pull to the bottom side of the racetrack Tony Sifredi and Frankie DeGray on the starter stand. This is the first feature event of the night, presented by Napa and Scranton Motors. Green flag, and they're underway.
Riley gets the jump on Waterhouse as they move into our first turn. Mark Anderson gets crossed up, loses a number of positions back in the pack.
Trouble now. We've got a tire off car number 31.
Caution flies very, very quickly. As you can see, Carlon limping down the backstretch after losing that wheel off the right front. He also hit that Armco barrier, so a tough way to get this one underway of the action. Pieces of debris flying and our crew right out.
Tony Sifredi looks him over once again. Frankie DeGray on the backstretch. They're getting information from Dave Capriati. Let's see what's going to happen on turn number 4. They'll pick up the pace. Hopefully it'll be a much smoother start with no mechanical problems this time, and they go to green.
Once again, Riley with a big jump on Waterhouse, but here comes our point leader to the inside of Waterhouse, the 00, making a move already. Jim Summer, number 3-point man, will close right behind Townsend now as they come off the 4th turn. So Riley, the early leader, Townsend taking over 2nd place from Waterhouse.
Well, the cars to keep your eye on running right up front include the point leader, Patrick Townsend. The number 0 car, Summers, has also been a good front runner in this class, and the number 1 of Charette. Keep your eyes on those cars as they thread their needle and work their way to the front of this field. Car number 99, Glenn Riley, way out in front now. He's starting to pull away. Townsend now tucks it down low on the bottom. Another front-running driver is John Waterhouse with car number 41. He's tasted victory. He knows what it's like, but Townsend was the last winner Sunday night here at Riverside Park Speedway. Summers down low. Meanwhile, Kretschmann tries to work the outside. 3 cars contend for position number 3. Down the back straightaway, down into turn number 3, and off the 4th turn. Townsend still sets in 2nd.
But Jim Summer hangs right on his back bumper, and he's bidding for the 3rd spot. However, Waterhouse isn't giving it up easily. The 41 holding his position on the outside. Pat Kretschmann switches grooves now, goes to the inside. Coming up strong now is the one of Dennis Charette, moving very nicely. And rookie Scott Syak, opening a lot of eyes, now moves up into the top 8 position.
Remember now, there is 20 laps in this event. It's a mini dash for the cash for these competitors. Presented by the good folks from Napa and Scranton Motors Pontiac. Deep into turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It's a battle for 2nd. Summer on the bottom, still quite can't make the move that'll give him position number 2. Charette right there with car number 1. Ryman, Siak on the outside. Time is starting to run out. 7 laps up on the NASCAR Winston Racing Series scoreboard. And it is Glenn Riley who's literally gone at the front of this field in the TAS Construction number 99.
Wow, does he look strong. He's going to be a tough man to catch now. Now they go back into turn 1, and that group still tightly bunched, with Townsend leading the way out of turn 2. But now Scott Nelliver and the 25 of Bill Ryman fight for position as they close in on that lead group. Townsend holding tough, but Summer giving him plenty to handle as he's still all over his back bumper.
Trouble now. It is Jonathan Yorga who goes spinning on the bottom side of the racetrack. No caution here. We're still under green, this time by cross flags in the air, halfway down and halfway to go.
And certainly a caution is not something Riley wanted to see at this point with the big lead he has, as they will now complete lap number 11 as they hit the line. Yorga gets the passing flag as our leader goes firing into turn number 1.
Summer all over Patrick Townsend for that bid for second, Raleigh. He's tried the outside, and now he tries it again in the outside lane. Meanwhile, Kretschmann goes down underneath Waterhouse. Smokin' Scott Nelliver, also a feature event winner. He tries to work his way to the front, and Charette has been a factor throughout the first 12 circuits in this event.
Riley continuing to pull away, but now here comes Jim Summer to the outside of Townsend. He smokes it hard into turn 3. Off the turn he comes, and Summer now takes over second place from Townsend. Waterhouse and Kretschmann fighting for the number 4 spot, and right now it's Waterhouse nosing in front of Kretschmann as they come out of turn 2. Here's your leader once again, Ben, 14 laps down.
14 laps over the scoreboard. Car 99 is literally gone from the competition. Summer has finally broken away from the pack. Kretschmann sets in that 4th position, while Patrick Townsend sets in the 3rd spot. Trouble now, we've got Levin, who would appear to develop a problem, forcing Rosie hauled down to the bottom side of the racetrack. No real damage done there. It is still Riley gone at the front of this field in the TAS construction car. Summer still setting in second. Townsend still got the 3rd spot. Here comes Kretschmann. He is sideways. He almost ran to the bottom. Here comes Charette. He had no alternative but to go down beneath the yellow line. Now Charette sees the bottom lane open. Good battle shaping up, and Dennis Charette is holding his own on the bottom, trying to thread the needle to get to the front of this field. It is Waterhouse still setting in the 4th spot. Charette right there on the bottom, and we've got Nelliver on the outside. 17 of the 20 laps are into the record books. Here comes the popsicle sticks. 2 laps to go.
And Riley, a commanding leader, as now Summer starts to open up some ground on Patrick Townsend for that second place battle. Waterhouse still in 4th, followed by Scott Nelliver, then Charette, and here comes Kretschmann off turn 2 to bypass Ryman. Here's the white flag, the final circuit coming up for Glenn Riley. Can he put another victory in the books? He's looking mighty good indeed. Down the backstretch.
Look at that battle, Raleigh. That's the battle for position number 4. Smokin' Scott Nelliver. Riley's got himself the win. Summer in for second. Townsend, look at the battle for 3 and 4. Wow, we'll have to wait for the scorers to give us the official rundown in that one. We'll give you the rundown, but right now, down to victory lane, Gary Danko will be down there as the voice of Riverside Park Speedway, as he will be there to meet and greet our winner, driving the TAS Construction World Gym. Interstate Batteries number 99. He'll be getting out of the automobile. The Busch Grand National North cars, as part of the Napa Auto Parts presentation, will be coming up next for time trials. Following them will be the NASCAR Tour Type Modifieds. If you haven't already done so, make sure you purchase the Vision. So get a hold of one of those programs and check, because in the Napa Auto Parts ad, 3639 stamped in purple wins you $25. And there's still 2 of these unclaimed that have not been purchased yet. The Napa Auto Parts, Tom Scranton, Scranton Motors, Pontiac, strictly stock feature event is history. We go to Gary Danko. Gary?
Thank you, Ben. Down here in victory lane with the driver of car number 99, Glenn Riley, picks up his second victory on the 1996 season. Good run for you tonight. Thanks. The car really seemed to be handling good. You had nobody really to compete with out there, because once you left from the pole, you just walked right away.
I was looking for everybody. I didn't even see him in the mirror, but the car was great. Motor ran good. My whole crew's here tonight, my motor builder, the guys who do the body work on it. My brother's not here tonight, he's in Pennsylvania, but he helped me set up the car during the week.
And you had an ironic story. When you came here today, what'd you tell me that happened when you were hauling your car up? Something happened in your pit trailer.
What's that?
When you towed the car up, the extinguisher went off in the car?
The fire extinguisher fell off the wall and went off, covered the car. When we opened up the trailer, the car was white.
But he brings the car into victory lane. It's his second victory on the 1996 season. Congratulations go out to Glenn Riley. And he'd like to have a few more words.
I'd like to thank Interstate Battery, Road and Remodeling, TAS Construction, Perfection Connection, Star Fabrication, just everybody that's helped me on the car for 2 years.
Okay, Glenn Riley, how about a big round of applause?
Okay, Gary, that's the word from victory lane. Glenn Riley chalking up an easy win in our strictly stock feature. And next on the agenda, as promised, members of the NASCAR Busch North Series Grand National Division moving on out for their time trials. Well, coming into tonight's action, Andy Santerre will be the gentleman who is on top as far as money winnings are concerned. And he has already picked up over $76,000 for the year, and he'll add to that with over $60,000 in posted awards available to our competitors for tonight. The 0 of Jim Summer. Then it was the 00 of Patrick Townsend. Moving on next to the 00, the 88 of Scott Nelliver, followed by the 41 of John Waterhouse. The 1 of Dennis Charette finishing 6th, followed by the 48 of Kretschmann and the 10 of Salmon. Bill Ryman finishes 9th in the 25, followed by the 2 of Syak. 11th place to the 21 of Miller, followed by Chris Valerio in the 76, finishing 12th. Then it was the 3 of Kokoska, the 68 of Anderson, 37 of Colton, 69 Connecticut of Kilty, the 23Z of Mercadante, followed by the 7 of Brigetti. Finishing 19th was the 47 of Bear. He was followed by the 5X of Heward, the 14 of Rosie Hall, the 77 of Yorga, the 19 of Levitt, the 31 of Carlin, and the 66 of Ed Charette. That's the official order of finish for tonight's Strictly Stock feature.